I'm going to start where I like to with all of our guests, and that's from the very beginning, right? So your journey into cybersecurity. If you wouldn't mind telling us how you ended up in cybersecurity and I guess what was so appealing to you to join the industry.
Well, I've had a long road to get here, Adam. It hasn't been quite the straight journey, and I think that resonates with people who are swapping industries or maybe changing those careers. So I finished school and I went to uni. I was a uni dropout. I didn't last 1 year in IT. So IT business, dual degree, and didn't make the first year. So very few people know that, but happy to share that with yourself and your listeners. So that one I keep a little quiet. Dropped out of IT and went into a trade, became a tradesman. So I'm an electrician by trade. Did my time as a tradesman, did 1 year as a fully qualified electrician, and then got into policing. And from policing was looking at a specialist unit that's IT related. And I was very excited to get into that unit and progress to there. Just before my secondment to that unit, I was given the opportunity to move overseas with my partner and again, changed careers for the third time and went into developing training content for an RTO here in Australia in the construction space. So had another jump of career at that point. It was a bit of a scary one. Lived overseas for a bit and came back to Australia. And then from there, went into training more full-time, became a full stack programmer for a couple of years, and started consulting. And when I was consulting, I sat next to a pen tester. And that's where my journey really started with cyber. So we would talk about all of the problems and hackable options for our communal workspace that we lived in. And we had an accidental man-in-the-middle attack. Someone plugged in a router, an unauthorized router, and it took over, and how we would, infiltrate the system and all those sorts of things. So we had those great conversations, and that's really what piqued my interest. He also introduced me to robotic process automation, which is where I studied and certified. So I have UiPath and Blue Prism certifications. From there, I was introduced to some of the great team at Willy Armour after a couple of years and decided to have a go at the cyber industry and come on board with them. And I am on my learning journey. I've always learnt new skills and transitioned industries. So that's my journey to cyber. But it's been a kind of a long, weavy road.
What an interesting story. I said off before we hit record on this, I love listening to people's journey as how it is, how they get into cybersecurity. Most of the time, it's not just, the one step. I just decided to do it. And out of the blue, and now I'm in a cyber role.